Happy cut down day to everyone. SNL here. Landry Locker, Cody Stutz with you. It's one of the more active days. It's one of the more symbolic days because this is officially putting a bow on training camp and heading into the regular season. We're awaiting the Texans sending out their final roster. I think that will happen shortly. We have a decent idea of what that will look like, but let's just touch on some of the news that perhaps impacts things even more than this 53, because I expect them to be relatively active in waivers. There were a couple of surprises, but we started the morning out at 7:09 a.m. with Adam Schefter mentioning Cam Robinson and a potential trade early in the morning. I feel like we're kind of aligned in our thoughts on this, but I'll just ask you right off the top, what is the point of trading Cam Robinson if I'm asking you this?
Somebody blew you away with an offer that you couldn't refuse. That'd be the only reason I would do it if I was the Texans. Cam Robinson is more valuable to the Texans as a backup player than he is as a sixth-round pick or a conditional fifth or some sort of late-round pick or some sort of day three pick. Ariante Ursary has played 0 snaps in an NFL regular season. And so having a guy like Robinson be on the roster as the backup left tackle, and I know he's probably not happy about it, but that's okay. Having that guy is far more valuable than having an extra day 3 selection because somebody wanted to toss you a 5th or a 6th for that guy.
I think even a 4th, I think it's a bad decision. I think that Cam Robinson it's insurance right now for Ursary. And if Ursary struggles, you move him to the right side and you move Cam Robinson left. I don't even know who they would put at left tackle at this point if Ursary were unable to go or something like that. So to have an offensive line with all these question marks and have a relatively okay, I'm not going to say great because we haven't seen Ursary develop, and I'm sure there's going to be like some growing pains, but a relatively really okay situation at left tackle, and to trade that away when you've already paid, I think Aaron Wilson had the $8 of the $11 million you've already paid. It's stupid. Like Cam Robinson can sulk all he wants. I'm sure it's not ideal for him. I know he probably feels like he got Wally pipped, which is just kind of the nature of the business. Drew Bledsoe got Wally pipped. Trey Lance got Wally pipped. So Nick Caserio and D'Amico Ryans both have examples of that happening before. They've been around long enough to know what that looks like. Trading Cam Robinson would just be stupid at this point. There's no point to doing it. So I would say that would be a very suspect move if they decided to do that, because I think it's a really, really good insurance policy to have. Now, would they have signed Cam Robinson had they known that they were going to get Ariante Ursary? Perhaps not. And maybe he wouldn't have signed here. That's not how it worked out, though. So the notion of trading Cam Robinson for me, that's a no for me, dog.
Yeah, being a snap away from Austin Deculus or Zach Thomas wasn't a situation that I believe the Texans wanted to find themselves in. Now, maybe that changes later in the season, or maybe Cam Robinson does get the squeaky wheel and gets eventually what he wants and is on another team. But right now, you need a guy like Cam Robinson at backup left tackle, and you need to be able to go to him in case Ariante Ursary can't be the left tackle for any reason.
100%. I mean, that's 100%. And unless someone's just desperate and wants to give like a day 2, like a third or something, then I'm not even entertaining it. And even then, I just think you got to be smart and not make that move. So that's a no for both of us. Other news that we have, we'll get into the roster decisions in a second. We got that covered, we promise. We're just waiting for the final one. I don't know what they're waiting for, but there's teams all over social media that are dropping theirs. I'm reloading my email, waiting to get it. I anticipate that could happen momentarily, and we are getting some news of some cuts. But the other news that we got, and this is, I guess we can call this a break for the Texans. Jimmy Ward was placed on the commissioner's exempt list, so I think he's got a trial date in 5 days, if I'm not mistaken. Aaron Wilson's been all over this one, and
into this
he has the civil case going on, which I know created a lot more headlines. But I think the trial will be what we'll really be looking at.
Yeah, the Texans have maintained the same line of questioning or the line of answering about any question about Jimmy Ward. They're going to let the legal process play out. And he would have started the year as a hurt player, it feels like, based on the fact that he was recovering from an injury. But the NFL stepping in helps them out a little bit. You don't have to worry about any sort of designation for the return. He doesn't count against the 53-man roster. And from a Jimmy perspective, works out for him because he gets paid. So he gets paid while he's on the commissioner's exempt list. And the Texans can't take him off the list. That's only up to the commissioner's office to take him off of the list. So it could be a whole season. It could be a few weeks. If the legal process wraps up quickly and the NFL wraps up their investigation quickly, then Jimmy Ward could be eligible to be back on this roster. And obviously he's got to be physically ready to go whenever he comes off the commissioner's exempt list. But yeah, they saved, I guess, an IR return by having him start on the exempt list.
Which they need because they don't use them very wisely.
Yeah, 2 years ago, they used one on a practice squad player that never, Brandon Hill. They used it on Brandon Hill that never got elevated to the active roster. It's horrible use of an IR return. Last year, they had Jimmy Ward miss 4 weeks and didn't put him on IR. And it was like they just carried the extra unavailable player. It was their IR management has been suspect from time to time. So getting a little bit of a break there is a positive.
We'll get the official roster momentarily. We're going to react with you. We have a pretty good idea. We'll go through that in a sec. First, though, let's go to the soup.
You ain't never hate.
Swarm.
Skylar B, shout out to you, my friend. Happy roster day.
Thank you.
He says, not to put bad energy out, but mark my words, Mixon is done for the year. I know his source close to him. I don't know. I know Adam Schefter seems to act like he doesn't know. I've heard. Okay,
let me do it this way. How is it in the range of possible outcomes that Joe Mixon doesn't play a snap this year?
I don't know.
I think it is. I don't know how likely it is, but I think there is a chance he doesn't play at all.
To be quite frank, I don't know what kind of injury it is, but frankly, I think that it might be.
You ever dated a gal named Liz?
I've never dated a Liz, but quite frankly, I don't know if I would do that.
You know any Liz's that have dated Franks?
No, I don't. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah. Don't know any Liz's or Franks.
Okay.
Jonathan says, Robinson news reported before Trent was cut. Doesn't make sense to me. Need depth at LT. Trent Brown was not walking like someone who was playing football anytime soon. We kind of said that for a while. I don't think that Trent Brown has anything to do with Cam Robinson because Trent Brown can play right tackle. Cam Robinson cannot play right tackle. So I don't think those things were connected at all. They also probably had already made the Trent Brown decision before this report even came out. So I would, I don't think those things are connected at all. There was the report that perhaps Trent Brown is one of the 6 vets that's on the practice squad, which means maybe he'll be ready to go later in the season. But I don't think those guys are connected at all because they don't play the same. They don't play the same position. So I don't think they're really connected.
A healthy Trent Brown is better than a Deculus or a Thomas. Obviously, Deculus got traded. I don't expect Thomas to be on the roster. I haven't seen anything official with him yet. Like a healthy Trent Brown as a practice squad guy for an emergency tackle situation, that's a pretty good spot to be in. I just don't know how healthy he is. And I guess he's close enough that they didn't want to start him on any sort of injury list and then use a return on him. So
yes,
there's that element too. And if Trent Brown is healthy by week 6 and Cam Robinson is still pissed that he's not starting, well, then maybe you can have a conversation about trading Cam Robinson then. But right now, a trade of Cam Robinson doesn't make much sense to me, regardless of Trent Brown's status.
I'm with you. Also on the soup, Matthew, sorry if this was already asked, but why haven't they tried Cam Robinson right tackle? It's not his position. I mean, it's just and Ariante Ursary was playing it and he was playing it pretty well. And then once Robinson went out, Ursary hasn't been back on the right side. So I think it's just as simple as that. Ursary's a natural left tackle. That's his position. They played him on the right side. They liked what they saw. Cam Robinson went out, and then Ariante Ursary went to his natural position on the left side. He looked good in doing so. And then as soon as Cam Robinson came back, Ariante Ursary started with the ones on the left side. Robinson was the backup, and then Ariante Ursary was the third string left tackle too. So they didn't even try to put him at the right, because before that with Robinson, he was the second team left. So he was going from right to left. But as soon as Robinson came back, he was just left, nothing to do with the right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they've been telegraphing this Ursary at left tackle thing for a few weeks with where he's been. And from a right tackle's perspective, Titus has clearly been the best right tackle that they've had in camp. So the opportunity and then the way that those two guys played made the decision for the Texans, it felt like.
Yeah, and that would be really all I would look at. The other thing they did do, though, is they did trade Austin Deculus for a 7th-round pick to the Chargers, which
a conditional 7th-round pick.
Conditional, so basically just to throw in. Basically we're all drunk, the draft's over. Oh, wow, they drafted so-and-so type of pick. I predict this might be the long-term John Weeks replacement. No, I'm just kidding. Next year. But we did get some news on Brinkman, by the way. They got rid of that long snapper. I will not say his name. Mm-hmm. But Austin Deculus is gone. He's been hanging around. The guy with the best man cave in town with the LSU National Championship and all his NFL jerseys. So Austin Deculus, I think it's 2 years. It's a 2 years away pick even. So yeah, it's going to be a while. That Austin Deculus pick.
Oh man, can't wait to see what they turn that into.
I'm going to ask you a serious question. I want you to answer this and not laugh at me. I'm being serious. Okay?
I can't promise that I won't laugh at you.
You can't laugh at me. I'm asking a serious question, and I'm not joking. I know I'm a smart ass and I joke a lot. This is a 100% serious question, and I just want your honest reaction. I don't want any initial laugh. I want you to answer this like you're on freaking Jeopardy.
Okay.
Who do you trust more right now? Austin Deculus or Blake Fisher? Go.
Austin Deculus. I trust Austin Deculus more. I mean, I think that's a very fair question. A very fair question.
Yeah, I do too. Malik says 2 years in a row he made it.
Hill
made it. Ryan's cooking. Yeah, Jamal Hill. I mean, I don't know that we can get into the Bryant thing, but I don't know that. I don't know that they really feel they need a backup nickel. I feel like they might play more traditional linebackers with the depth.
Very well could. And look, if you lose a special teams ace here or there because of roster crunch, Jamal Hill's played a lot of special teams for them. So he's done a really good job sticking around when it didn't look like there was a path either year for him. And he had a much better back half of camp than he did the beginning. He started to stand out a bunch of different times.
Evan says, would you trade Robinson at the deadline?
If I knew Trent Brown was healthy enough to help and Ursary had looked really good through the first little bit, then yeah, I would. I mean, I think the two if qualifiers are really important elements of it.
Yeah.
If Brown, if Ursary.
Yeah. All right. So then we had the Trent Brown release, which we mentioned. He should be back. On the soup earlier, the dude with the hair, Jonathan, he said, what are you talking about? He started 16 games prior to coming Texans at left tackle. I don't know if he's talking about Trent Brown. Those days are way over for Trent Brown. Not sure who he's talking about.
Yeah, Trent Brown was the left tackle when the Patriots won the Super Bowl a few years ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago. He's definitely a right tackle now. That's ship has sailed on the left tackle for him.
Yeah, he can play left tackle if you
right
need
tackle.
him to.
He's a right tackle.
He can play left tackle if you need him to.
He is a right tackle. There is no doubt about that. The surprise cuts. And Cody Stutes is going to have to pay up. He's going to have to drink 7 ounces of the AC Vizzle. Miles Bryant and Jakob Johnson cut.
Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts?
I'm surprised by the Jakob Johnson one. It felt like he could have helped them at tight end, and it felt like he could have helped them with some of the rushing attack, but I guess they weren't thrilled with what he was able to put together for them, and they decided to go elsewhere with that bigger body, maybe that third tight end. And Miles Bryant surprised me after they got rid of Arthur Maulet, because now there's, best I'm looking, there's not a true backup for Jalen Petrie. So Petrie doesn't have a backup player for his spot.
Well, I don't know that they want one. I think it's more of a luxury at this point. And I think the fact that they have Christian Harris, who's athletic, the fact that they have Jamal Hill, I don't feel like the Jalen Petrie base defense that they're going to play if Petrie's healthy is something that they're going to try to replace. And I think that's the biggest lesson here is initially it was Miles Bryant in the line, and then it became Arthur Maulet. And I don't think they're going to try to play that defense anymore.
No, I mean that it would stand to reason that if you don't feel really good about the guy behind Petrie and that's sort of a specialist situation, why put a player you don't feel good about on the team as a backup if Petrie's not available, when you can just play an extra linebacker or do something else with your defensive alignment?
Yes, I would 100% agree with that. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Agree with that. On the soup chat, HDAV, shout out to you, my friend.
Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you. But the Bryant thing, I think, is he's probably someone they would want to keep around. D'Angelo Ross, they did get rid of, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
Yeah, and again, as you think about guys who've played more than 2 years in the NFL, you only get 6 of those on the practice squad. So I know Landry just talked about the 6 veterans. You only get 6 guys that have played more than 2 years on the practice squad. It's like, I mean, they could put together numerous guys pretty quick if they were thinking about it. Miles Bryant, Jakob Johnson, Trent Brown, like that's already half of them right there before they've gone and snagged somebody who was maybe out there from a free agency standpoint. So you have 10 first or second year guys, but you can only have 6, 3 or more.
Wag says, good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir.
Good to see you, Wags.
Good to see you. And then we have a little bit of news on the on some more cuts. What else do we got? I think we got some news on Graham Mertz.
Yeah, so it looks like Graham Mertz made the roster, which is baffling to me. I mean, totally inexplicable. Like, this guy was going to get picked up or something. You couldn't put him on the practice squad.
I told you he was throwing some dimes the other day.
Give a damn. Couple of insurance salesmen get him on the roster. Come on.
They love them some Graham Mertz.
Yeah, apparently they do. I mean, I still believe there's good football players that got drafted after him, and he is not active on game day ever unless something bad happens.
The Josh McDaniels thing will be something to keep an eye on too. When it comes to Jakob Johnson, like that's the one guy that would potentially pick him up. He's got familiarity with him. They've been together. He knows his system, all that. If they do want a fullback, that would be someone to keep an eye on.
Yeah, you could. I mean, if they may not want a fullback, or they may just cobble it together with the big bodies that they do have. So if that's the case, then sorry, Germany. You lost the German fan base, so good job there, Casario. Now Germany hates you.
And then you have Irv Smith.
Yeah, got hurt again.
Yes,
got hurt again. Like, come on. They gotta find a different for show for that last tight end spot and for the practice squad. I'm finished with the Irv Smith experience.
Well, Luke Lachey is someone that they probably want, and then I guess Harrison Bryant's going to make it on the roster.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen. Did you see anything from anybody on Luke Lachey?
Yeah, he got cut.
Okay.
Aaron had him cut.
Okay. Aaron's had a lot. Not easy to follow Aaron on a day like today.
Yeah, he's throwing out. I think he just said the Tampa Bay backup kicker got cut too, so he's all over. Wag says, any cuts from other teams intrigue you? Not really at the moment. I haven't really looked much into it, to be completely honest.
I do find it funny that a guy that was such an overdraft and super disappointing in New England gets cut in Cole Strange, their center/guard. And I see people like, oh, Popovich, he could get him. I'm like, Cole Strange was awful for the Patriots. They couldn't wait to get rid of him. Why do you want him on the roster?
Doyle on the chat says, does the Mertz thing mean Mills is getting traded? Seems New Orleans is after QB. No, I don't think so.
It'd be very strange to do that.
That'd be weird.
Because I know Graham Mertz looked good for one preseason game. That was about the only time I would tell you Graham Mertz looked good in the preseason. So to be a snap away from Graham Mertz being your quarterback, that you don't want to be there.
Yeah, you definitely don't. Beep, shout out to you, my friend, on the chat.
Thank you.
Still awaiting the roster. Mr. Neiman, the special teams ace that they dropped a little bread on, he gets cut. That was a waste. Maybe could have used that money to bring back your deep snapper, but apparently they didn't want to bring back Weeks, so that was a waste. He got unbopped by Hansen. Yeah. So you have Hansen hanging around.
That was a 2-year, $6 million contract that they gave Nick.
Pretty decent signing bonus, I thought.
2 years, $6 million. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, you thought maybe they knew something. He just never looked the part. Like you went to camp like anticipating, okay.
They guaranteed him $4 million. So they lit $4 million on fire on Nick Neiman. You're telling me that couldn't have got you a guard? That couldn't have got you a veteran guard somewhere? So you don't have to play Ed Ingram?
Yep.
Come on. I mean, they spent too much money on special teams depth when they had guys like Hansen and Hill go in there and make the damn team. That's a bad job.
Well, the special teams investment was interesting because they weren't like overly elite last year, and then they did what they did, and then this guy he had no place on the team.
Yeah, he got totally outplayed by Jake Hansen and Jamal Hill, and he didn't make the squad. $4 million just lit it on fire. Second year in a row, they've just lit money on fire for a guy they got rid of. They did that in Noah Brown last year.
What do you make of is there anything that you just think is like crazy? Because it does feel like they're getting rid of some good players, but I don't think there's anything just insane that has happened with the decisions that they've been talking about. There's nothing like,
yeah, there's no, I can't believe they did this move. Like, I mean, if you told me Jakob Johnson didn't make it, I'd be like, okay, like that's certainly possible.
Here would be my one thing, because has Aaron said anything about Jawar Jordan yet?
Yes, apparently he has.
Okay, what has he said?
Out.
Okay, so Jawar Jordan's out. They hope that he gets through. They kept British Brooks, it looks like, at special teams. God, he made the team twice in a row. He should be very happy for himself.
Mm-hmm.
He should be very, very happy for himself. The Mertz thing, I really don't understand, but they love the guy. Wags asked about Jelani Watts and are we trading Robinson? They shouldn't trade Robinson. Jelani Watts, I could see them liking.
Is that Jelani Woods, the tight end from Indianapolis? I don't know who Jelani Watts is.
I could see them liking some tight ends though that are out there. This is kind of, I mean, you got to think a lot of these guys will be in the Harrison Bryant range.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing. I mean, like they're not going to play a lot. They're primarily going to be Schultz and Stover. So it's a body. It's a big body. But I thought that big body could have been Jakob Johnson. I guess he wasn't big enough.
Perhaps. Are we developing Mertz to trade him? H-Town and Down asks.
I just don't think teams do that anymore. Like the days of
was the guy? The Packers.
What was the Matt Moore? Didn't he get like developed and traded off of somebody's roster a few years ago?
The Cowboys didn't claim him. They did the opposite of what the Texans did, and then he went to the Panthers, and then I think the Panthers kind of tried to develop him a little bit.
It's a good idea when you say it out loud, but that's not really what teams aren't giving you anything of substance for a former 6th-round pick that doesn't play.
No. Someone asks about Danico Autry. We haven't gotten anything on that.
Aaron said he was close to being healthy.
Okay.
So if he's close to being healthy, it would seem unlikely that he's going to be.
We might go out tomorrow and just see a lot of surprises at practice. A bunch of guys out there.
Could you convince me Danico Autry's they're running out of roster space if they're going to keep 11 defensive linemen. I don't feel like they have the roster space. We haven't seen enough guys get the axe.
So right now you have, and they have to make 5 cuts. They have 3 quarterbacks. 6 running backs. So you're saying Jawar Jordan got cut? Did Aaron said that for sure?
Well, I thought he did, but it's a million tweets today, so. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find it on the Twitter machine. Have you seen anything official on Solomon Byrd?
Yeah, he's gone.
Okay.
All right, we got the roster now.
They tweet it?
Yeah, we got it.
All right,
they didn't email it, but they've tweeted it.
Oh, yeah. Where?
Maybe not. Maybe not.
All I'm seeing is the Stingley post. Nope, so still nothing official yet, it seems.
I'm looking at Alexander. Alexander says he's talking about words. He has the updated tracker, which is the Chronicle thing.
Okay, so without Jawar Jordan, without an official word on Jawar Jordan, they're at 6 running backs. But yeah, I think he's getting the axe.
Well, I kind of look at Brooks like another linebacker that doesn't play linebacker, that plays everything. But yeah, he is a running back. It is 6.
Okay, so 3 quarterbacks, 6 running backs, 7 wide receivers, because Watson's made it. So, 3 tight ends now, because nothing on Harrison Bryant, right? Nothing on Harrison Bryant.
No, nothing yet.
And then 9 offensive linemen.
They're keeping 3 because they didn't keep Jakob. So
yeah, they almost have to keep 3, unless they're keeping that spot toasty warm for a waiver claim. So that's 26 offensive players, which would leave them with 24 defensive players and 3 specialists.
Yeah, and then tomorrow there'll be some stuff. Yeah, so you have at the quarterback, you have Stroud, Mills, Mertz. Running back, you have, unless there's some confirmation on Jordan, Brooks, Dare, Woody, Damian, Chubb. No fullback. 7 receivers. So
Watson, Collins, Hutchinson, Higgins on the outside, Kirk, Knoll, Barrios on the inside.
You have the 3 tight ends, Harrison Bryant, Stover, Schultz.
Okay, so yeah, put Harrison Bryant on there.
10 offensive linemen. Titus, they said they were going to keep 9, so you got to think one of these comes off. Titus, Cam Robinson, Blake Fisher, Ariante Ursary, Jake Andrews, Tomlinson, Patterson, Ingram, Scruggs, and Thomas.
So Zach Thomas isn't out yet officially?
Not officially. So maybe the Trent Brown situation, and he would be your backup right tackle if and when he gets healthy.
Thomas?
No, Trent Brown.
Well, you've got a backup right tackle. You got Blake Fisher.
Okay. When Trent Brown gets healthy, he would be your backup right tackle. D-line, Will Anderson, Daniil Hunter, Tim Settle, Sheldon Rankins, Mario Edwards, Fadakasi, Barnett, Taylor, Togiai, Horton, and Autry. Yeah, and you got to wonder if Autry starts out on an injured list or something. That would help.
Okay, so nothing official on Autry yet.
Yeah. And then Aziz, To'o, Christian Harris, Hanson, Hill, and Speed at linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
And people are reporting that Hill is on the roster.
Okay.
Corner, you have Stingley, Lassiter, Jalen Smith, Tremont Smith. It's 4. Safety, you have Bullock, CJ Gardner Johnson, MJ Stewart, Jalen Reed, and Jalen Petrie.
Correct.
And then your 3 specialists. And on IR, you have Joe Mixon and Irv Smith Jr.
So yeah, not non-football for Joe, but yeah.
Yep.
So they gotta. Okay, so 26 defenders with Danico Autry still there, and with Jordan and Thomas, they're at 29. So still some official things need to come down to round out this 53.
Yep.
Still got a few names. I mean, it's pretty clear to see where the chops are coming. Jawar Jordan and Danico Autry. Right?
So
and Zach Thomas.
Yeah, I don't know what the Thomas thing is going on there. No, what's going on there?
I just feel like they've got a pretty small defensive back room.
You're not a fan?
I just felt like they'd keep maybe one more body. It just felt like they keep one more body in there. But if they get, there's those, Hanson, Hill, and Speed are special teams aces for you. Tremont Smith's a special teams ace. MJ Stewart plays a bunch of special teams. British Brooks is basically a special teams player without a real position.
What do you mean basically?
Because they never give him the opportunity to run the football.
Yeah, he's not basic. He's a special teams player, yes.
Unless it's a goal line carry and J.J. Taylor can't get in.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what they do when it comes to keeping 7. I guess it makes sense. Like it was something that we were talking about, but it's.
If you look at it this way, and again, Jalen Noel, don't put him in a box, but if you think about it just this way, like I just took Watson off there, and it's only 6 at this point. It only looks like you have 3 outside guys from that standpoint. I put him in the wrong spot. It only looks like you have 3 outside guys. Obviously, Noel can play outside and Kirk can line up outside, but Watson also helps you on special teams, not returning punts. Obviously, that was not good the other day.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Barrios is going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Barrios is your backup slot guy in addition to Noel. So Watson does give you a little bit more outside than Barrios gives you no outside. Kirk can, but primarily as a slot. Noel can. I just thought they had enough versatility between these guys that they wouldn't have to keep Watson.
Well, the Hutchinson thing's interesting, and there's a lot of these guys. Like I don't know if our British Brooks. I'm still on the lease, dude. Like,
yeah, I'm still renting.
We're not going house shopping or anything like that.
Yeah.
So that's definitely not going down. But yeah, Wags asks on the soup.
You ain't never hate.
Swarm.
He says thoughts on Jamal Hill making it.
Had a really strong finish to camp. He's a special teams guy, and
I think this has as much to do with the depth at linebacker now, where you have some really athletic guys. And we had the discussion before, and we wondered, okay, do they like the way that they play defense so much with Jalen Petrie to where they think that this should be a normal thing? I do think Jalen Reed, he started behind Petrie in line. I still think he has the skill set to where he could potentially do some of those things. I don't know. I'm not saying he could do it as good as Petrie, but he showed some good stuff at safety. But when he was a rookie, he was initially doing what Petrie does in practice. So if you're looking for like, well, who's the backup in the Petrie role, it could be him, although I think his coverage might be just as suspect as Petrie's at times. But I also think that a big part of the Petrie revolution was Christian Harris not playing last year and them deciding to play defense like this a lot. And it looked so good that they played it for a strong majority. Now they have Christian Harris back. Jamal Hill has shown that he can run a little bit. You have EJ Speed who can run a little bit. Like the linebacker position has gotten a lot faster to where I don't think that they're desperate to find like a safety that does what Petrie does, because I think they feel like the linebackers that they have that are faster and more athletic can play that role and do what they probably would have initially wanted Christian Harris to do before Petrie was playing the large chunk of the snaps last year, if that makes sense.
Well, and in a pinch, if you really wanted to get creative, Kamari could drop down inside and Smith can play outside in Kamari's spot.
Fact. So the Jamal Hill Mafia, it's been a great day for you fellas.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to y'all. Zach says Aaron Wilson said the 53 was up. I thought the 53 was up. Damn it. I don't think this is the day to give Aaron a hard time. I feel like Aaron's been pretty good today. But God dang, look at all the other crap he's putting up, though. It's like so hard to follow.
We might have a record for Texans tweets in a row. He's got 4 Texans tweets in a row.
Wow.
And 5 of the last 6 tweets have been about the Texans.
Damn, we go in draft. You know we got the draft mafia in here.
You ain't never hate.
Swarm.
320 says, do you think next year they draft a quality running back in the first 3? I think they're going to go, I've said this, running back, DT.
Tight end.
And tight end. They're going to have to.
I already have
younger.
Already have my first draft crush too, by the way.
Oh, Lord.
Do you even want to know?
No.
All right, that's fine.
Come on, Chase. That's unnecessary, dude.
Hey now.
Hey, whoa,
Hey,
whoa,
now.
whoa.
Some of that is getting dictated to him. Okay, so
whoa.
you back off of Aaron.
Whoa.
You back off of Aaron. Some of that he's got to listen and type as it's being told to him.
Zach says Aaron's batting average sucks this year. Whoa.
Hey, you back off. Today, not the day. 3 weeks ago when CJ Gardner-Johnson, that maybe was the day. Not today, though.
So do you think that
in 3 weeks when the wrong information gets out there, maybe that's the day. Today, not the day. Not the day.
Where do you think they're going to work the waivers?
I could see maybe an additional body in the secondary. So if they like somebody
corner
that they trust, or
maybe corner.
Well, maybe a safety, because we don't know that CJ Gardner-Johnson's playing week 1. So if your safety room is only, think about it right now they have 2 healthy safeties because CJ Gardner-Johnson is hurt and Jalen Reed is hurt. So if the right safety body is out there, I could see them having a 5th safety until both Reed and CJ Gardner-Johnson are healthy.
Yeah, Reed. I loved what Reed did. I felt like I needed to see more.
He's behind now. He hasn't been on the field for so long.
And I'm a big Reed fan. I just felt like I needed to see more.
I would hate this for the guy, but I almost wonder if it would have been prudent to just IR him and just know, okay, well, we'll have him next year, and he just misses this year. So, but it seems like he's going to get a crack at playing this year, and I mean, he could turn into a really nice player. That's another special teams guy that just runs around like a player with his hair on fire.
On the soup, Zombie says, I want to know Stute's draft crush. Go ahead.
Glad you asked, Zombie. You'll see him in the marquee matchup in college football this week.
Oh,
He
yeah.
plays for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Tight end Max Clare. Be the top tight end in this year's draft. He's a top 20 prospect on some people's boards. But Max Clare, tight end for the Ohio State Buckeyes, is my first draft crush of the draft season. And draft season hasn't even started.
Okay.
He's a freak. Played at Purdue, transferred to the Buckeyes. Bust his ass in run blocking, pass blocking, and then just
The Texas tight end ain't bad either. He's a transfer from Cal. He was the top in the portal. What's his name? Jack Indries?
Yes, he is very good. He is very good. He's a little smaller, I think, than some people would like out of their guys at tight end, but tight ends are smaller these days.
Now we're just capping. Christopher said Landry's draft crush was Blake Fisher until Tay came around. That's false.
That never happened.
That never happened. I said I understood the vision if they were trying to play chess at the tight end, and I was intrigued to see what he would do, but I've never had a crush on Blake. I know I stay out of the trenches, brother. I stay out of the trenches. Sean James says there will be no Aaron Wilson slander from the chat today. Guy works harder than most of the keyboard warriors out there. Yeah, I agree. We agree. We give Aaron a hard time. I talk to Aaron. Like, I give Aaron a hard time. I talk like I do not I give Aaron a hard time like all the time. So it's that, yeah, I like Aaron. But today is Aaron's day. Today is Aaron's day. After the injury, this is Aaron's day. He's been all over it. It's the timeline you go to. There's no one else even in the same league as him. So today is Aaron's day. We cannot take it away from him because I can guarantee you some bitch is strung out. I hope he gets some sleep before tomorrow. And God, he's going to be working waivers too. My man's going to be I don't even know if he's going to be able to drive to the facility tomorrow for Casario's presser.
Do you think Aaron wishes that Blackberries were still a thing? I feel like he'd do better if he had a
Blackberries were
keyboard.
solid, bro. Blackberries were solid. Why did they not last?
You know what I saw at Best Buy the other day? You can attach a physical keyboard to your phone.
Corny you would do. That's something corny you would do. That's made for you.
No, it's stupid because then you can't put a case on your phone. I drop my phone way too much to have something like that. But it just made me think like there's probably some people out there that would be doing way better if they had a BlackBerry than touchscreen.
So Adam Wexler did a graphic of 790. The great Adam Wexler, based on.
Would you like me to pull it up?
Yeah, he's got it on 790. Shout out to 790 for having this up. Adam Wexler, one of the smartest sports minds in town. Our sweet mate at the press box.
Yeah.
It's our roommate. So he has this graphic. Shout out to Adam Wexler, 790 at Adam Wexler. So he has the QBs right there. You have Stroud, Mills, Mertz. I would say the suspect one there would be Mertz, obviously.
Yep.
I think D'Amico and Casario are like exchanging Brock Purdy and Tom Brady stories. And they're like just obsessing over the possibility of finding that next guy. When it comes to Mertz. Maybe they've developed into long-term backup quarterback. I don't know. Then you have Nick Chubb, Pierce, Marks, Agumbawale, Brooks.
Now he has no Jawar Jordan, even though we haven't seen anything official on it.
Yeah, we haven't seen the official, but that's what he has. The 7 wide receivers, so we're up to 15. 2 tight ends.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything on Harrison Bryant, right?
Yeah, he has 17. 26, 31, 36, 42, 46, 50. So, yeah, he has 53, but he has him keeping 2 tight ends. when they're, I guess the practice squad would be the hope, or British Brooks is your third string tight end, which he kind of played a little bit of that. I don't know. Offensive line, he has 9. So he has Zach Thomas out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Then on defense, he has Anderson, Hunter, Taylor, Barnett, Horton, which that's pretty much chalk.
Yep.
D-line, pretty much chalk.
Yep.
Linebacker, pretty much chalk. The 4 corners. He has 54 on this because he only counted 4 safeties. No, okay, there it is. Okay, no, he has 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Gardner Johnson, the hyphen. Okay,
Gardner Johnson's a long name.
Yeah. I just put CJGJ to save that, but yeah. So he has the 4 safeties: Bullock, Petrie, Gardner Johnson, Stewart. Then he has special teams guys. So he doesn't have Reed on his roster, and maybe he's saying that he starts out on injury or what? I don't know if this graphic is.
He's saying IR designated to return for Jay Reed.
Okay. So there we go. So that's
and then he has Autry as a pup start.
I guess that's his projection.
He says based on it, what he's seen, but we haven't seen anything on that final running back spot. We haven't seen anything about Harrison Bryant. So
yeah. It is what it is.
Arnett got cut. Yes, we told you that was happening weeks ago.
Come on, man. Denzel Brown says you're right about Mixon. Apologies. Don't apologize to me. That's for sure. I'm not gonna gloat about anything like that. I think that writing was on the wall. For sure.
They're really about to be 2 hours late on the official roster.
They're such jerks, man.
I mean, half the league posted it right at 3 p.m.
Yeah, they're a lot, man. They're a lot. They're a lot. They'll probably do like a schedule drop or something like that.
A schedule drop.
A schedule drop.
Hold on. This is, as you know, Patrick's got a lot of off the cuff info. Fun fact: BlackBerry has reinvented itself and become a B2B software company. It's actually doing pretty decently. Huh. Good for BlackBerry. Most people just go out of business.
Why did they have to get out of the phone business, though?
I guess the iPhone killed them.
So it just murdered them? But I still thought there was a place for the BlackBerry. Felt like they could have merged.
I like that.
I felt like they could have merged, dude.
So still no official announcement from the Texans nearly 2 hours after the deadline. But we know where the sections, where the holes are in this.
Now, people are asking, are we going to be on to the 53? Yes, we are. As a matter of fact, let's just skip ahead, because Cody Stutes has some drinking to do, and I've done that.
Hold on, I need to get a cup. I need to get a cup. I'll be right
Cody
back.
Stutes, he had his locks. I told him be, and you people, and I do mean you people, y'all were in here. I told Cody, I said, hey, you can be as aggressive as you want, but if one of your guys does not make the 53, then you got to drink 7 ounces of apple cider vinegar. And Cody was very aggressive. He was very overconfident. I actually give him credit for it. Now, when I did my 6 ounces, I did use water. Is Cody going to use water?
All right. So I have a brand new unopened apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
I got to tell a funny story. I was fixing something on Mama Stutes' TV, and I was like, oh, she's got apple cider vinegar. I'll grab some of that from her house. And I pulled it out of the pantry, and I was like, well, this doesn't look good. This looks like this might be a little old. I don't know why she had apple cider vinegar from 2 years ago, but it expired 2 years ago. I don't know what she was doing with that. And I was like, I almost made a terrible mistake. You imagine how bad expired apple cider vinegar would be?
I've drank it. It's not great, brother. Yeah, there's some cheap ass ACV.
2 years expired apple cider vinegar. Yeah, that's no thank you.
Yeah, that'll kill you, bro.
Yeah. So, God, this smells terrible. All right, I even got my measuring cup here. Oh, it's so much more than I thought it was going to be. Like I thought it was going to look like less, but it's significant. Boy, it's just going.
It's nasty, bro.
Yeah, no, I think we're done with the apple cider vinegar after this.
No, we're not. It ain't never gonna die. Oh
I'll
my
do
God.
I'll do something else, but I'm not doing this again. There's the 7 ounces.
Oh man.
You can see it in the
Oh man. You know what that reminds me of?
this is all Miles Bryant and Jakob Johnson's fault.
That's that R. Kelly juice right there. That's that R. Kelly juice right there. Look at that.
You're not helping.
That's that R. Kelly juice.
I think I'll puke if I just go straight with this.
No, you need water, bro.
gonna
You need water bad.
I'm gonna put like 5 ounces of water in it. So I get 12 ounces. Isn't that what a beer is? Is 12 ounces a can of beer?
Yep.
Okay, so I got, oh my God, it almost fills up this vintage Chili's cup that I acquired from Chili's. Oh boy. Give it a little mixy mix here. And I only have one of this cup, so I'm not pulling any sleight of hand on anybody or I'm a man of my word here. I know the people wanted their blood. You'll get your blood here. It's like everybody thumbs downing a gladiator. Okay. Boy, this sucks. And I only got 2 wrong. That's the tough part. I believed in Jakob Johnson, and I never should have.
And I told you could be as conservative as you wanted.
I had Ed Ingram. I had Juice Scruggs. I had the Horton, Barnett.
Nah, as long as you dilute it, you're straight.
Yeah, I put 5 ounces of water. Do I need more?
No, you're good. Chug it. I've seen you chug. You can chug it. Just get it over with. Do you have any beer?
Yeah, I got some beer.
Yeah, go get a beer, Chase. You'll want a beer after this. Just chug some beer.
I'll be back.
Yeah, like drink that and then get you some beer or something like that. Got to do that. I don't know what's up with these people, man. The Texans aren't even releasing their roster. We don't know. Right now, the Miles Bryant and the Jakob Johnson is as far as we've gone. The big news, the Jimmy Ward, as well as the Brown. Shout out to the 11 hundo people in here. Do me a favor. Subscribe to this channel. We also got a big project coming up in the next couple of weeks that I think a lot of you will like. We got a collaboration planned that's going to add even more Texans content than myself and Cody already do. And we're at every practice. So this is the place to go. It's all you need. We got you covered. Without further ado.
It smells so bad. All right. To Jakob Johnson and Miles Bryant, I'll never believe in you ever again. Cheers, everybody.
Oh, God. That is 3 gulps. Oh, God. Oh, man.
Oh.
Dude, pop the beer, man.
Oh, water didn't help.
Yeah, water's going to make it taste even more. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Okay, there we go. You know this.
You'll feel good after. You'll feel good. You'll feel good in like 10 minutes.
The back of your it smells terrible in here too.
Yeah, you'll be drooling too.
I need to call up. Oh, jeez. That's how much of it is.
Oh, crap.
That's how much was in. That's how much went out.
Man.
Whew.
People saying milk are sickos. Wags on the soup. Would you rather have Aaron or McLean? I'm going to eat with McLean tomorrow after practice. I'm going to eat with McLean at El Gallo. You're going to El Gallo.
Oh, nice.
El Gallo. He asked me today, but I was on doctor duty and daddy duty, so didn't do that for the off day. But yeah, McLean, he's in.
Did you burp a lot after yours?
Yeah, I was drooling. My tongue, like, kind of just thinking about it, like my tongue, like, starts, like, kind of, yeah. You guys should switch it to grog. What does that mean?
What is grog?
Yeah, maybe I'm dumb. I don't know what grog is.
Let's see here.
I'm opening beers. I said I was going to drink a beer at 5. They've taken too long, so it's beer time.
Oh. All right. You know, I would challenge anybody who covers this team in a 2v2 apple cider vinegar chug off, and they ain't beating us.
No. Could you imagine Jonathan Alexander? Big Sarge can't even be within 10 feet of shellfish. He's got a little picky eating to him.
You hear me, Houston Chronicle? You hear me, Jonathan Alexander, Sam Warren?
DJ Bienema ain't touching that.
Oh, man. A lot of people are saying the one chip challenge. You think the one chip challenge is nothing?
Yeah, that's trash.
Wow. Okay.
That's trash, bro.
Let's see if we can get a little one chip challenge on the books for the future.
So the Wex thing, I don't think is 100% accurate.
No, you want to go back to mine?
Let's go back to yours. Yeah.
It's nothing official on Jawar Jordan and nothing official on Harrison Bryant. And it feels like nothing official on Zach Thomas yet.
Dude, Zach Thomas is terrible.
I understand that, but we're just going through the what is and what isn't official.
He's horrible.
Would you rather play Zach Thomas or Blake Fisher?
Oh, God.
I think I'd probably play Blake Fisher and just hope it works.
Yeah.
It smells terrible in here.
Yeah. I don't know about that one, man. We're still waiting. We told you we'd wait for the roster. We thought it would be momentarily.
They're 2 hours behind.
It's just not going down. On the chat, someone says Seth and Pendergast versus Landry and Cody. Oh, we would kill them.
Pendergast doesn't look like he could chug. I'm sure Seth could chug a little bit, but Pendergast doesn't look like he could chug.
Sonny, that chair looks comfortable, ma'am. She says, "Good evening, fellas. Do you guys think they'll go after Audric Estime or nah? Not sure what to think of Mixon." She's talking about the Notre Dame back.
Yeah, former Notre Dame back who was in Denver last year and was quite a sleeper fantasy football name. And then I guess Sean Payton was done with him because he went and added a couple of different running backs, and Audric's out on the street now. So
I think they like their committee.
That's the thing is, like, any running back they add has to be leaps and bounds better than what they have, because everybody's got a pretty clearly defined role in their room right now. Woody can catch passes and give you juice. Dare's the trusted specialist. Chubb is the hammer. I guess they're hoping Damian Pierce can give you just a little bit more than Chubb can. But like everybody's got a pretty clear role. So you'd have to find somebody that's just clearly better than all those guys to go and add them to the equation.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I just don't. I don't know what they value at running back, to be honest with you. Like it's actually kind of hard to follow. If you like look at their 4 backs, there's no trend. It almost feels like they're trying to complement. So I don't really think that they would, but you never know with them.
They almost, running back is all. I mean, I say that. I look at the offensive line and some of the issues they've had. But like running back almost gets treated like defensive tackle to an extent. Yeah, we'll just grab a veteran. We'll just grab a veteran and slap them in there. Like that's what they did at defensive tackle for 2.5 years now.
1 down, 2-piece. Wife asked if I wanted some beers. How about that? What a wife.
There you go. You haven't taught the daughter to go get the beers yet, have you?
Nah, she would love it though. I could definitely. Did you ever hear the Harbaugh talk about that?
Turn it into a little competition for her, like time.
Did you ever hear the Harbaugh dad talk about that?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, he used to make the kids race, and they had to go down to the fridge, get the beer, run back up to the basement, and whoever could open the beer for him the fastest, like, won the game. And he turned it into like a competitive thing between John and Jim.
Well, those guys. I gotta imagine there was some paint missing on the walls a couple times. Definitely a jammed finger or two.
Charles asked, "How's John McClain doing?" He's doing good. I mean, I eat with him quite often. Was going to last week, but I'm going to eat with him this week. Mexican foods are our choice. Used to be Chinese, but we've been eating a lot of Mexican food.
What does he get? Does he get enchiladas?
He gets, first thing he asks when he walks in is, "Can I get some extra napkins?" So he has like napkins on his damn shirt, and he has like extra napkins.
It's a good move.
He wants tea. You got to keep the tea flowing with him because he drinks it very fast. Chips and salsa, like a mofo. And then he gets cheese enchiladas with extra onions on top, and he puts salt on them.
I don't love that.
You asked what he gets. He gets the cheese enchiladas.
I like his ambassador order.
Oh, his ambassador order, crazy chicken and garlic shrimp.
Extra sauce on the side.
Yeah. He gets the crazy chicken and the garlic shrimp. So are they just not going to release the damn roster? Can we ask, like, when is it getting dropped?
Here's my thing. I wonder if it's already on the website and they just haven't released it. Let's go take a look here. Oh, they must be doing it right now because I tried to hit the team page, and I got the page you were trying to reach cannot be found.
Oh wow!
So they must be doing it right now.
Oh wow! BG says y'all broke the 5K subs. The flex. Yeah, I didn't even notice. I'll be honest. Our watch time is what I value. Like the subs, you if we wanted to, you could just put out a lot of shorts and a lot of stuff, and you can get subs. But the watch time is what we value the most. That's the 100% thing. But 5K ain't bad,
and we appreciate everybody for watching.
But we do take subs. So if you are in here and you're not subscribed, it would be nice to subscribe. That would be cool.
Yeah, subscribe, hit the little bell so you know when we're going live, which is every weekday.
What if the Texans website got hacked?
What are you gaining by hacking the Texans website?
Just you blackmail them, bro. I remember when I was at
Hey, bro, I'm gonna make sure that I have the roster first.
When I was at Sports Radio 610, the email system or the whole like computer system got hacked, and they had to pay to get it back. They got the V drive, bro. Like they got like the whole,
ransomed,
like, all the files, like all the sounds, any drop that you hear that I've brought with me here. like
high-grade marijuana called Kush on the streets.
hacked. That alone is worth $30K. So like they were just doing that. Someone said SNL Survivor League. I actually have a Survivor League in the locker room.
I'll have one for Houston football as well.
Yeah, so there are a couple of
Last year, I was done after the first week. So basically everybody.
I already made my pick.
Oh,
I'm
did
going
you?
against the Saints.
That'll be popular.
I'm going with the Cardinals. I am going with the Cardinals.
That's a good way to get the Cardinals out of there early too.
And it can't promise money, but there will be some sort of something. It won't be some BS. Promise you.
Yeah, you'll win something. I still feel good.
Yeah, that's not very nice of you to say, Andrew, but yeah. Can we do a SNL fantasy league? Cody will. He does multiple fantasy leagues. I only do one. I'm not allowed. It's
I'm not allowed.
not allowed to do multiple leagues. It's just one. I'm not in. So I guess we're just not gonna drop the roster, which is just crazy. I'm gonna text. I'm just gonna ask.
That's fair. I mean, at this point, it's a fair question.
In 2 hours, bro.
At this point, it's a fair question.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year when I did Survivor, almost everybody was out after week 1. So I did one that started in week 2, and then almost everybody was out after week 2. I was like, what are we doing here, folks?
Yep. Do you think Austin Deculus is excited to go to the Chargers? This is just adding to his man cave, bro. Because that's my whole theory on Austin Deculus is that he's got a cool man cave because he's got his LSU stuff and he's got like the national championship ring and he's got his Texans jerseys, the helmets that make it look better. I think he got picked up by the Jets for like 10 minutes. He got picked up by the Jets for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And now he's got the Chargers. So he's going to have all these Deculus jerseys. Like he's got a sick ass man cave. No, who else on this team even has a championship ring?
CJ Gardner-Johnson.
Mm-hmm. Super Bowl, yeah.
Derek Barnett.
Does Lassiter?
Maybe. Derek Barnett has one. Oh yeah, Lassiter has 2.
Justin Watson has some.
Justin Watson. Lassiter was a 2-time national champion.
Yeah, he beat CJ in that playoff, and then they went there. Yeah, Lassiter has one. Trent Brown has one with the Pats.
Stingley has one.
Stingley has one of the. Yeah, his room's a little bit better than Deculus's, but I'm just talking about the misleading man cave. Nobody from Bama on that. Nobody. Bama used to. It was a given. Nobody from Bama on the team has bling.
Nope.
Rod Wright and Frank Ocam, the 2 D-line coaches, they do.
Yes.
What's up,
Yeah, they do.
Section 24, row 39, seat 1. That ticket's back there.
Has Mario Edwards ever been like a depth guy on a team that won?
No, but was he at Florida State with Jameis?
Yes. BCS national champion 2013.
Yeah. He's got the Florida State one.
Yep. All right. So Mario Edwards.
All right. Texans Twitter posted. Let's go.
They posted it.
Yeah. Boom.
Oh, yeah. There we go. And then we got the email too. Okay.
Damn. What if my text had to do with that? What if it was like, all right, oh crap.
Congrats to Landry for getting the roster. Okay. So they did only keep the 2 tight ends.
So I got the email. Okay.
All right. So they only kept the 2 tight ends.
Okay.
No Harrison Bryant. The 9 linemen are as expected. The 7 wide receivers are as expected.
I actually don't hate. Like, I didn't want to keep Harrison Bryant just to keep Harrison Bryant. You can find a Harrison Bryant out there. Or he can just end up on your practice squad. Like, nobody's claiming him.
Danico Autry begins the year on physically unable to perform list,
Okay, so there you go.
along with Kurt Heinisch and Tank Dell.
Kurt Heinisch is still here?
Kurt Heinisch is on the physically unable to perform list, along with Tank Dell.
Okay.
Jalen Reed starts the year on the designated for return IR.
Okay.
So, look at this. They went defensive backs instead of corners and safeties. And they went defensive line instead of ends and tackles. Yeah, so
Hey, make that a little bit bigger there.
okay. It doesn't quite let me do that on Twitter. Hold on.
Yes, it does.
Okay, well then you do it.
All right. Yeah, just get out. Just stand in the background here. I got this. Like Nick Lachey at a Jessica Simpson premiere. Just stand in the background, bro.
Okay. Show me how to make it bigger on Twitter then, Mr. Technologically Advanced.
I gotcha. All right. Which one's mine? Okay. Damn it.
Oh, is it the same size? Is it? Hold on. No. Put it back up there. Is it the same exact
No, we're good. We're good.
bleeping size?
Pull up the email. Pull up the email. I got the email too. The email is more clear. It's not a graphic.
Okay.
We just got the email. We got you. For you folks listening and driving. Juan, shout out to you, Juan, for driving, man. We got you, man. We'll read the roster. We'll read the roster. We'll break it all down. That's what we've been waiting for. Might have been a longer wait than possible, but we're here.
Okay. I'm going to get this so we can make it big and everything. Okay, here's your defense.
Here we go.
Your defensive line.
Here we go. All right. So D-line, we have Will Anderson, no surprise. Darrell Taylor, no surprise. Daniil Hunter, no surprise. Tommy Togiai, D'Amico's favorite. Sheldon Rankins, no surprise. Fadakasi, I feel like he had to show something at the end of camp.
And he did.
Dylan Horton, God, that sumbitch can run on special teams, and they like him. No surprise. Derek Barnett, I showed that grown man strength on the back end. No surprise. Mario Edwards Jr., no surprise. Tim Settle, no surprise. Although he was the only person on this list that D'Amico Ryans did not speak 100% glowingly about.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else got 100% glowingly. Tim Settle did not. Maybe that's, I don't know. Defensive backs, Kalen Bullock, no surprise. Kamari Lassiter, no surprise. Jalen Petrie, no surprise. Tremont Smith, no surprise. Although they did show that they were willing to cut special teams guys like Nick Neiman, who we'll talk about when we get to the LBs in a sec. But I actually think Tremont Smith was one of the top four corners, and he is one of the four corners they kept. But I actually think that he was one of the top four corners.
Yes.
CJ Gardner-Johnson, no surprise. By the way, did you hear my theory last night? I think that Nick Caserio and Howie Roseman are like drinking buddies.
Oh.
Where when you go to the bar with your drinking buddy, you tell him, hey, I'll get the tab this time. You get me next time, because you know you're going to end up at the bar again and you're going to be able to pay each other back. So I think the CJ Gardner-Johnson and Kenyon Green trade was like going to the bar with your buddy and picking up the tab. Hey, I'm not going to really keep this guy. I know that guy sucks. If you give me flip draft picks with me, we'll flip back sometime, but you just got to get me back. And I think the John Mechie, Harrison Bryant trade was like the makeup for that. They're like drinking buddies. They're drinking buddies. Then we got Derek Stingley Jr., no surprise. MJ Stewart, no surprise. Jalen Smith, no surprise.
Correct. To the linebackers.
Aziz, no surprise. Mbop Hansen, kind of a surprise when they brought in Nick Neiman. I'm not going to lie. Hansen had a good camp. He had to have a good camp because the money they invested, you naturally thought, okay, it's going to be honky versus honky. and the one that they paid the most to after watching the other one is going to take him out. But Mbop Hansen, he hung around. So kind of a surprise. Not once camp started, but before camp. Henry Toto, no surprise. EJ Speed, no surprise. Christian Harris, no surprise. Jamal Hill,
surprise.
Good job for him.
It's a good job by him. He's made the roster back-to-back years.
And congrats to the Jamal Hill Mafia. Congrats to y'all.
Congrats.
Specialists, no surprise.
Yeah. Okay, let me get the offense up here for you. Get the offense going here. Two
down.
Okay. And here's your offense.
Okay. CJ Stroud, no surprise. Davis Mills, no surprise. Graham Mertz, surprise.
I don't know why. Don't know why.
Tight ends, no surprise. Although not keeping three might be somewhat of a surprise, and not keeping a fullback.
The surprise is that there's only two. That's the surprise.
The surprise is that there's only two between tight ends and FBs.
Yeah.
That's the surprise.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to the RBs. Nick Chubb, no surprise. Woody Marks, no surprise. Damian Pierce, no surprise.
And the way they talked about him, he was going to be on the roster. Nick Caley talked about him like he was a known commodity. And then D'Amico Ryans yesterday basically confirmed he was on the team.
Now, I'm not going to say Darius is a surprise because they love him, but I will say with the way Woody Marks was looking at special teams and with the uncertainty of Mixon, I do think Dare Ogunbowale performed at a good level to like give himself a better chance. Like I think they would always lean towards Dare because of other stuff. And I've always said my favorite thing to say about Dare Ogunbowale is if everybody maximized their potential like Dare Ogunbowale, there would be no such thing as underachievers. But I do think like starting, I think in West Virginia and then the preseason game and everything like that, I think Dare did perform well enough to where it made sense. It wasn't like the people who have Dare Ogunbowale fatigue. It was even the ones like that were observing like us. You kind of understood.
Yeah, absolutely. And they just inherently trust him so much to do so many different things.
British Brooks, surprise. I mean, this is twice in a row that he's made the team. Like you got to think Frank Ross just loves this guy. Because that's really all he's doing. Like it's not like Nick Caley is sitting there like pounding the table for British Brooks. Like he doesn't do anything really in practice like there, but he's on every special teams unit. He was a big part of special teams at North Carolina, and he hits like an effing linebacker. So British Brooks, that's a surprise.
And he does a lot again on special teams where Frank Ross has talked about trust, and they trust him, and he's earned that trust, and he's done a good job earning it.
O-line. Jared Patterson.
Patterson had a chance to start. He's going to be the backup center, and Jake Andrews is going to be your starter, but Patterson did a good job keeping his spot on the roster. Blake Fisher.
Boy, he sucks.
It's don't want to see him on the roster. Don't want to see him on the field.
He's really bad.
Just don't want to see him on the field right now.
He's just really bad. Jake Andrews, no surprise. It was kind of a surprise that when he came out with the first team the first time we saw it, but no surprise.
Really good job by Andrews to go from waiver claim in the spring to starting center. It's a good job by him.
Ed Ingram.
Looks like he's going to be your starting right guard. He got benched in the middle of the season last year in Minnesota. He was their version of Kenyon Green, and the Texans seemingly trust him enough to make him the starting right guard.
Juice Scruggs, a little bit of a surprise based on the start, and then showed some versatility.
Once Titus Howard became a tackle, the path for Juice to make the roster was much easier, and he can back up all three interior offensive line.
In fairness, the arrow was pointing up before that, though.
Correct, but the path was easier.
Correct, and it was rock bottom for him before that because he was basically just holding the pad.
Yep.
Titus Howard, no surprise. Cam Robinson, no surprise. Lakin Tomlinson, no surprise. Arion Terracery, no surprise.
Yep. And we finished with the wide receivers.
Nico Collins.
Obviously going to be on the team. Same with Christian Kirk.
Captain Kirk has arrived. I repeat, Captain Kirk has arrived.
Berrios going to be super depth and special teams ace. Xavier Hutchinson done a really good job finding his way onto the depth chart and getting snaps where they trust him. Jaden Higgins, and we knew he's going to be on the team. Same with Jalen Knoll. And then Justin Watson. I wouldn't buy if I was Justin Watson. I'd rent, but he's here right now. He's here right now.
Yeah, I would say it wouldn't have shocked me if he would have gotten cut today, but he's still here. So there we go.
I mean, I'm looking through this roster and I'm just wondering, like, who's getting the axe when Danico Autry's ready? Who's getting the axe when Joe Mixon's ready? Who's getting the axe when Jalen Reed's ready? They got some guys that are going to come back and be on this roster. Somebody's going to lose their spot. I mean, Watson would be one of them. I mean, honestly, somebody's trying to lose their spot when they had a third tight end.
Well, here's my thing, and this is I kind of just saw this slide. I'm glad you're bringing this up because one of the things that I talked about with Nick Caley as soon as they brought him in was just the way that New England went when he was there, and it wasn't him, like he wasn't in charge, but like from using two tight ends to two slot guys to two tight ends to two slot guys. Like it was literally like a pattern where they had Gronk and Hernandez, and then they went to Welker and Edelman, and then they went to Bennett and Gronk, and then they went to Amendola and Edelman with the two slots, like the pattern, the AB pattern of tight ends and slots. And I wonder if when you look at Berrios and you look at Kirk and you look at Knoll and you look at these other guys who can line up in the slots, if they're almost going to use the slot guys as like tight ends, like with the intermediate passing options. And I wonder if that's kind of the adjustment. And we've been talking about this the whole time, but even when we were talking about this, like we naturally thought, well, they're going to keep three tight ends, and they ended up not doing it. The other thing that I wonder is if we go to practice the next time they're out there and we see Juice Scruggs back to doing fullback shit, which is what we saw last year. I mean, we saw last year he was doing fullback.
British Brooks.
What did I say?
Juice Scruggs.
Oh, that would be terrible. British Brooks. If we see British Brooks doing fullback shit
stuff.
Yeah. Because that was kind of what he did last year, and maybe they liked him enough for him to be on the team. So maybe we see him kind of leaning back towards that. Don't know. I mean, the way the guy hits, it's hard to imagine that he can't fill a damn hole.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sure. I mean, I'll be interested to see if there's additions at tight end and additions at defensive back. Because if CJ Gardner-Johnson can't go week one, you're down a safety and you're going to need a body there. So
now, if we want to go like really, really, really in the sticks, and we might as well because we've been here for a minute, and we've pretty much covered the 53. From a practice squad perspective, the guys that they've let go, who do you think they would like to bring back? Because I think the strategy, they've kind of tip their hand. And we're giving Aaron Wilson credit again because Jared Wayne worked out yesterday and so did Hallman. I would naturally think those are practice squad guys. Like, I don't know why else they would work out.
Or I guess they visited is the technical term.
Yeah, but I think Jared Wayne would be a guy that they would like to bring back on the practice squad. They can't quit him. And then maybe Hallman. Now Trent Brown's another one. That's how long has Hallman been in the league? Over 4 years, right?
A long time, yeah.
Yeah, he's been in. So that would be 3. Wayne, how long's Wayne been in?
Wayne was a 2023 guy, so he counts as a veteran. It's you get 10 guys that are year 1 or year 2, and then you get 6 guys that are beyond year 2.
No, it's 4. It's year 4.
It's 4 years?
Yeah, they moved it up. It's 4, and it's 6 guys. 6 guys, it's 4 now.
Jeez.
I know they keep changing it, but that's the practice squad's weird now. It's 4.
Well, they'll keep the international guy too, by the way.
Yeah. He's gotten better.
Mm-hmm.
He's gotten better. So I think they want to keep definitely Bryant, maybe, but they definitely want to keep Lachey. Like Lachey is a for sure. Right? Maybe.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, Lachey could maybe be there. Jackson, do you think they want to keep Jackson?
Jackson Woodard?
No, the wide receiver.
Oh, Daniel Jackson?
Yeah.
Sure.
Why does everybody think he's so good?
I don't know.
Everybody loves Cephas now.
I mean, Tafuna's absolutely a practice squad guy.
Dude, Tafuna walked barefoot on the cement when it was 102. He can do whatever he wants. He might go take over Booker T's wrestling school with that freaking act. On the super chat, by the way. Appreciate everyone for rolling through. Be sure to subscribe, right along. We're having some fun time here on roster day.
You ain't never hate.
Swarm.
BG says y'all broke 5K. Yeah, 5K. It's all about that listen time, though, bro. Evan, he says Stutes merch jersey is already on the way. He likes Mertz. He just won't admit it.
No, I don't. I do not like him.
He watched that SEC special.
And I do not see a reason why he's on this roster. Can't make it make sense to me.
Is this a power move? I want to ask a survey to the people. Survey time. Speaking of survey time, let's pour one out.
Hey, yo.
Is this a bougie move or a boss move? So wifey's bringing me beers, and she brought me 2. I drank the 2, and each time she's brought a koozie with each beer. Is that beast mode or is that bougie mode?
I mean, for you, you never let them get warm. So
Let me know, chat. Beast mode or bougie mode with the koozie each time.
Well, it's beast mode, but you of all people don't need a koozie.
But yeah, the practice squad I think it's just going to be a bunch of guys that we already know.
Yeah, I can't see, like, could there maybe be a defensive back that has a little bit of playing experience that they throw on there? Sure. Maybe that's D'Angelo Ross.
People are tired of him, dude.
Mm-hmm. I know why.
People
should have been tired of him after Green Bay last year.
Yeah, he battled that day.
Yeah, he battled all the way to letting Jordan Love have a perfect passer rating when he targeted him.
Battle, man. Big battle. Yeah, Beast is the main thing. 320 says, does Cody's heart got the hurts for Mertz?
No. I don't get it. I don't get it.
You saw what happened the other day in that preseason game.
Well, when they're sitting there with one tight end active on game day because they decided to keep Mertz inactive, let me know.
Are you going to the kickoff event on Thursday?
No.
You're not?
No.
You're not going on the red carpet?
I am not.
Okay. I think we've covered everything, have we? Is there anything that we left out during this during this time?
Let me go through here. So we mentioned Autry, Heinisch, and Dell to reserve pup to start the year. Non-football injury list stays the same. It's still Elijah Huzzy and still Joe Mixon. Jalen Reed on the designated to return IR. And then Irv Smith and Jawan Winfrey on just IR.
Deadline for waivers tomorrow at 11 local time. So it's not a snake draft. I brought this up yesterday. Ari Myrov, I thought, did a really good job of breaking this down, but basically the Titans could claim like 5 guys if they wanted. They claim 4. That's directly from his Twitter feed. If you want to go check it out, it's a good breakdown. I broke it down yesterday too. But it's one of those things where when it gets to the Texans, I would think that they're going to make some sort of waiver claim, but you never know.
Yeah, I would think that I think that if they like I mean, 2 years ago, I mean, I know the roster is a totally different spot, but they nabbed 2 guys that they maybe had liked in the draft process that they didn't draft from the Bills that were draft pick cuts. So I think if they see somebody they like, they'll snag somebody. I think a DB. That'd be my thought. It would be a DB.
Patrick says Mertzica. F yeah.
Like Mertz America, Mertzica.
Oh my God.
No, thank you.
All right. Anyway, on that note, we appreciate everyone for rolling through. Be sure to like the video. Be sure to subscribe. We got a lot to go. This officially, by the way, thank y'all so much for riding along with us. I know we've been in the digital game for a few years now, on the back end of doing the older forms of media. But training camp's always one of our most fun times. It's where we feel like we kind of separate ourselves from the rest. We don't take it lightly. It's fun work, but we put hard work into it. And this officially puts a bow on 2025 Houston Texans training camp. It's over. If you look at the channel in the section, this will be the last one in the 2025 training camp section, because now it's Texans 2025 season. So this is an official bow. We very much appreciate y'all for rolling 1,300 deep during the stream. I'll do a stream tonight at 10:30. We'll be at Nick Casario's press conference tomorrow at 9, and we'll be back live at 4. But it's officially the season. We got through the draft. We got through the dark time. We got through training camp, and it's been fun every step of the way. And we very much appreciate y'all for rolling through from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you so much. By the way, kind of feel like Cody might like apple cider vinegar a lot, because it doesn't feel like it's really impacting him too much.
I mean, I'm not going to go throw up on YouTube.
Are you going to throw up off YouTube?
Yeah. It's stuck in my throat right now. Remember the other day when I had the air bubble? That's what it feels like right now.
All right. Subscribe, like, right along. Always remember, when it comes to this Texan stuff, we're all in it together.
Eat good, sleep good, be good. We'll talk Texans again soon. We hardly knew ye, Miles Bryant and Jakob Johnson. I'll never believe in you again.